Hanan.
I'm Lina.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Obnoxiously Pleasant. Today's episode is actually really exciting and really special because we're talking about
Ramadan.
Yes!
Ramadan. Are you excited?
Ramadan is very... Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. You how are you going to ask me if I'm excited? And then you're like, oh! You just told me last time.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. If you guys watched the last episode, you're going to know that Lina's like, you need to wait for me to talk. So, is it my turn?
Yes, go ahead. What do you love about Ramadan?
I like the family time, absolutely. I love the fact that you kind of, it's difficult, right? But you kind of work through the difficulty, and it's really just a month that's focused on God and worship. And we kind of tend to lose that sometimes. Like, even if you're praying or, it doesn't matter, whatever. It's a great month to reconnect with God, to reconnect with your family, and to reconnect with yourself on like a whole other like spiritual level. So that's why I love Ramadan.
That's true. Yeah, and I think what I like about it is, like you said, you connect to God. It's subhanAllah, you just get closer.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You do your best. I mean, this is the one month you really gotta try.
You do, and honestly, yeah, it's true. But I'm not saying it's like it is a lot of fun, but it's also like really hard.
It is. It can be difficult, especially for working mothers. Oh my God. You and I work.
Yes. And then, speaking of working moms, right? Let's just do a small, tiny tangent. Our little sweatshirts are made by a working mom who's one of my friends. Amazing woman. And you're gonna put her shop link in our...
Absolutely.
Thank you. So mine says toes, which just means whatever. And Lina says what? Unapologetically me, and if you don't like it...
Toes.
That's easy.
See, I'm not going to say that word. It's just so... But you know what? I totally, in my heart, absolutely.
That's what you mean. So I get it. But no, I love these sweatshirts, but just, a little tangent shout out. And that's why we're matching today. And I think we should do that more. I really like that. Like when we find cool things like this and we both wear them.
Guys, and this is the time in that episode where Hanan completely veers off the topic of discussion. But it's okay. We're going to get back. We will do that.
We'll get back on.
We're going to get back on topic.
We'll get back on topic. Ramadan. Yeah.
So yeah, for me, like you said, working moms, it's difficult. But I mean, every year I used to say I'm going to read the whole Quran. And I've had my kids for 12 years now. And I've only been able to do that once.
It's not so much that I want to like read Quran. That's not like, I don't have one. My goal for Ramadan every year is to make it through Ramadan, number one.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about goals.
Yeah, but also make it like happy, right? Like not feel like it's such a horrendous or big, like obligation, but to actually feel like I'm enjoying myself while doing it. I will say my favorite Ramadan was the first Ramadan we had in the beginning of the pandemic. You know why?
Yeah, because we didn't have to go to work.
Well,
I mean, we work from home, but...
Not just the work, but you didn't really have to do anything. There isn't any of that other social obligations tied with Ramadan. Yeah, I love the fact that you could just be home
and you actually
be with your family.
On spirituality.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna miss that, actually.
But no, actually, the Ramadan was really eye-opening for me, and I decided that that's how I want every Ramadan to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to have any social obligations during Ramadan. I just want to enjoy it. I want to see my family. And like my family being my immediate family, my extended family, but I like really want to focus on my spirituality during the month.
For me, that's the thing. I think I was able to actually read the Quran from start to finish last year because I didn't have
any social obligations.
But
let's not lie. Lina doesn't like social obligations.
That's not true. That's not true. But like I was able to focus more, and now that the kids are older, but it's really difficult for moms with younger kids.
I agree.
I mean,
I totally agree.
With getting up for wudu, fajr, and making wudu, and preparing what's the word? Suhoor. Damn, I'm rusty.
Suhoor and iftar. No, it's just honestly like I agree with you, and I think it's because you are expected to have this so you're focused on your own worship, right? Your own ibadah. You're focused on your own worship, but you're also like working with your kids to like teach them the joys of like about this month. Yeah. And so I will say like I love to decorate. My sister loves to decorate.
Yes,
I think it's important,
and you have to get them involved too. That's a good way to get them involved and excited for it.
I agree.
We do that every time.
It's a lot of fun. Like I like it. That's like honestly, will it be hard for me personally to keep filming this episode once a week during Ramadan? Yes, but Lina's gonna push me. We're gonna do it.
Oh, I'm gonna get on you,
Yeah, we're gonna just switch it. I think we decided we're gonna film at night, right?
Yeah.
After we break our fast.
It's probably gonna be remote.
But it's okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
I mean, I know you guys love seeing us in person like this, but
I love seeing us in person too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So it's
okay. So how do you get your kids to? You have two kids, different age groups. So how do you get them both involved and excited?
Incentivize.
Incentivize. What do you mean?
So
Elaborate.
so I think it's okay. I think incentives are really good. Like it gets every human motivated to do something that they might seem difficult. So I tell them like, hey, if you fast from this time to this time, my older son will, no problem. He'll fast and he's good about it, right? My little one's too little. He's only 7. Like he's not gonna fast the full day. But you incentivize by saying for every day that you fast a full day, you get X, Y, and Z, whether it be money or something that they're working towards or like a really big gift. And so I think incentives work, but I also think like just teaching them the importance of why we do this.
Yes.
And the fact that like there are people who live like that every day. Like they don't know when their next meal is coming. But it's not just that. Like Ramadan is not just about not eating, but it's about giving up everything in like I guess things of this world that bring us joy and really focusing on your spirituality and your relationship with God and what that means. And like what giving up these things actually means. Does it mean that you just don't have them? Does it mean that you're just giving up for the month of coming back? A lot of times you end up giving up bad habits forever, right?
That's true. I mean, for me, like during Ramadan, in the Middle East, they focus on like musalsalat or like these 30-day shows.
Telenovelas, guys.
And I don't understand that. Like for me, during Ramadan, you will not catch me watching a lot of TV.
You're like my mom. My mom's like
that. Because it's like, and like most of the things that we watch on TV, there's just so many inappropriate things. And I'm just like, it's the month of Ramadan. I'm going to kind of skip that for at least a month and just focus. I'd rather focus my time on doing something more beneficial. Yeah. Like, reading Quran or reading just educating myself about the religion. And not to sound like a nerd, but honestly, like, obviously, like I'll watch something, but I'll make sure that it's appropriate. Like I can't see certain stuff. Like I can't watch certain things.
I see what you're saying.
I just feel like this is not the time for that.
But culturally, it's like huge, especially like in Egypt. It's such a big thing. Like
the shows,
Ramadan. The Ramadan shows are they're big time.
And I feel like it defeats the purpose.
So, Lina, let me ask you a question. What do you love the most about Ramadan?
I love, like, usually in the past couple of years, obviously because of the pandemic, like you said.
Yep.
I love the fact that I didn't have to go anywhere, see anybody, or have anybody come over. I mean, I don't mind people coming over.
That's Lina all the time.
No.
I don't know why she's trying to be like, I'm waiting for Ramadan to not see people.
No. There was a benefit to the pandemic in that sense because, like, you weren't obligated to do these things. And so you had more time and opportunity to focus on yourself and your spirituality with God.
Yeah.
But in any other situation, honestly, I think I like the socializing, like getting invited or inviting my friends over. Yeah. I like that, like I can see, like I like both, like, and I got to experience that with the pandemic. But then, like, am I ready to go back to that socializing? I mean,
I did some socializing during Ramadan last year, so it was fine. But my issue is not so much the socializing; it's that it creates like a lot of pressure. Yeah. In a time where like I'm already tired. Yeah. You're fasting all day. Your day's kind of flipped around. There's a lot of you're still like required to like perform at work, and so to add like that whole other tier of like social obligation to it is really hard for me personally.
But remember, I mean, I get that, but remember before the pandemic, and like sometimes we get invited places, and my husband would always be like, listen, you want to invite somebody here in the house every day, I have no problem. Just don't ask me to go anywhere.
Yeah, my dad's like that too.
He's like, I'm too, by the time I eat, and like, we were breaking fast at like 9 p.m. at one point. So you're fasting this whole day. And he's like, you can invite anybody you want. I don't care. As long as you're not asking me to go somewhere. To eat somebody's food that 9 out of 10 times I'm not going to like. I mean, okay, whatever. He's being like, a little spoiled. But, he's just like, I'm tired. He's like, I don't want to do that. It's okay.
Everybody. And that's the thing that like I think about Ramadan that's, like, the last couple of years have really like underscored or highlighted is the fact that like if you really started noticing that there are things like that weirdly became like an obligation during this month that I don't like doing, that I'm going to stop doing.
Yeah, I think
and so that was one of them.
Yeah, I think if we had people like once a week instead of like every other day, I think that's more reasonable.
Absolutely.
But like I also want to touch on, like, do you have any specific goals for this year?
I just need to make it.
Well, my goals are I'm hoping to read the Quran like from start to finish again. I'm also hoping to, because last year, me and the kids, we would read like this. There was this book. It's like 30 days, 30 stories. And so I tried doing that, and then like I failed miserably halfway through because I like at that point like I was so tired. I'm like, guys, you want to read it yourself? Because like in the beginning, I'm good. Like I'm pumped. Like I'll be honest. Like, the first 2 weeks, and then it starts taking its toll. I'm just like, you know what?
You know what's funny? I'm the opposite.
Oh really?
Yeah. The last 2 weeks, I'm like, let's go, and then the first 2 weeks, I'm
no. It's the opposite for me. Like I think I get drained, and then like like. I'm the one cooking. Yeah. And I just remembered a story actually. Like I was at work one time and this guy's no longer employed with us. So like I'm not putting anybody out there. And he was like a manager and he says to me, it was Ramadan. And I was like, dude, like we had this deal. Like, if you finish your work, you get to go home early because Ramadan. And everybody, this was an unwritten rule. Yeah. Like everybody understood this. And so this guy was new and he was like, well, I don't understand why you guys have to go home early. Like breakfast is not till like you don't break your fast till like 9 p.m. and I don't know why you can't go home at 5. Why do you guys want to go home at 3? And I was like, and he, you know what he said to me? You know what pissed me off? He's like, I get home at 6:30 and I still take a nap for 2 hours and I get up and I still don't have I have enough time. And I'm like, you know what?
Because you don't have to cook.
You don't have to cook. I'm like, some of us don't have the luxury of going home and taking a nap. I'm like, I want to take a nap, but I don't get to do that. Because I have to cook for these people who are fasting. Yeah,
no, it's hard. It's really hard. And I don't think anybody recognizes that it is actually quite... Like, I tell people at work all the time, I'm like, guys, Ramadan is coming. I'm going to be a ghost.
It is coming. And it's harder, I think,
I'm going to be a
women.
ghost. You won't find me.
I think it's harder for anyone who's... I do not say women. It's harder for anybody who is preparing the food.
Yeah.
Whether it's the mom, the woman, the guy, whatever. It's much harder, I feel.
It is.
But like my kids are so cute. They'll be like, Mama, how can you stand it? You're in the kitchen and you smell. I'm like, it's not even that. I'm like, I just need my coffee.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing, honestly. It's like the lack of coffee in the morning when I wake up. It is.
Yeah.
My heart aches at the thought of having to give up my morning coffee again, but it's fine. It works out.
Okay, so how soon do you think kids should fast?
I think that's like a very my whole thing with fasting is that it's like a very personal thing. I personally for me fasting kind of follows the way that I approach religion, period, which is like you do you, boo. Mm-hmm. That's just what I approach a lot of things in my life. There is no correct age. Mm-hmm. It's the age that you feel like you can do it and you're good and you're ready. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, there are people who come into Islam and start fasting like very late in their lives and they do a great job. Yeah. And there are other people that find every other part of Islam to be the easiest thing ever except for the fasting. Yeah. So I think every one of us kind of has like a struggle with an area of, and I feel like with that way about anybody's religion.
Yeah, but I think
what I mean?
For kids, because in my experience, because I have twins, and so in my experience, like my son, he wanted to fast. Like he was super excited. I mean, I used to always get him involved even when they weren't fasting. Yeah. I used to wake them up for suhoor anyway. And then they'd get up in the morning and they'd eat breakfast. They're like, oh, we're going to fast. I'm like, yeah, do that. Great. I'm like, eat breakfast, go to school, fast, and come home and then eat. Like that's how we started. That's how when they were younger.
No, so my older one, he started like
get closer to the mic.
2 years ago, like cold turkey.
Yeah, well,
full day, right?
Yeah.
He used to fast
awesome.
He used to fast from breakfast to iftar time before that. But like we were home from the pandemic, he was like, "Well, I could do this."
So my son also he would fast like half a day. Both of them would fast half a day.
The little one can't even do half a day because it was so long. He would fast from when he got home at 4 until iftar time.
Yeah, but I just wanted to mention the point about everybody has to do it at their own time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because like my son was adamant he's gonna do it. Yeah. I'm like, okay, and then my daughter. She kind of felt bad. And I told her you shouldn't feel bad because you're not like you can't. You're just not ready. It's fine. Do half a day. It's fine. It's
and
fine.
She also weighs like 14 pounds.
So I'm like, it's fine. I'm like, don't compare yourself.
She's
to
like
him.
this big.
Yeah, I'm like, don't compare yourself to him. I'm like, you'll get there when you're ready. It's fine. Yeah. And like, I just like I made sure to.
She's already like a picky eater. Yeah. And she's kind of like she eats in very small portions anyway, and so like she needs to eat more often and small portions.
Yeah. So I just felt bad because she was feeling bad. I'm like, don't feel bad. I'm like, you'll get it. And then the pandemic happened, and then she's like, I can do this
because I'm home.
Yes,
I don't have to exert energy.
That helped her, And so now she's good. So
Which is great.
She's fasted
Yeah.
the last 2 years, and she's so looking forward to it. They're both, but it's very important what you said. Don't pressure them.
Yeah.
They're still kids, you know. Like I hate when I see that.
I don't even think you should pressure. Here's the thing, like about religion in general. I don't think you should pressure anybody to do anything.
Absolutely.
I'm very anti like saying, oh, you have to do this or you're gonna go to hell.
Yeah, but the key with
like,
kids is to like the Ramadan. You should hear them like, Mom, we're so excited.
Yeah.
You know, and like because you have to create that environment. You have to have the decorations.
Exactly.
You have to get them involved. Whether they help you with cooking, even though I don't like anybody in the kitchen with me,
I
especially
know.
when I'm fasting.
Actually, I don't mind.
Yeah, but
they're
they're
all over the place today.
It's okay. So anything else about working moms during Ramadan?
Get it.
Get it,
ladies.
And
we got this.
Yes.
Or gentlemen, whoever is in charge of the children.
Yes.
We feel
maybe
you.
both.
Yeah.
Both of you should be.
We believe in you. Whoever is in charge of the kids during Ramadan, much love.
Yeah.
Much love because I know how you feel. We both know how you feel.
Yes, and I'm just glad I made it to this Ramadan.
Me too.
I'm always because happy. It's been a crazy couple of years.
It has been.
And alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful that I'm here.
It really has been a crazy couple of years, and like it's like I think of you know my friends who and like extended family who have seen a lot, especially like with the pandemic over the last year, and like with people getting sick and people passing away. Like we really are lucky to just like be here another year. We really are lucky to be here another year. And not to sound like really sad and morbid all of a sudden, but no, like last Ramadan for us was really defining in the fact that like we had a very important person in our family, you know, and my actually it's my sister-in-law's mom passed away, and it was a huge thing because it was very unexpected. And so that kind of put a really like it cast a shadow on Ramadan last year because you're trying to be there for somebody, and it was very like unfortunate, you know. So I'm just happy that we're all healthy and happy and together this Ramadan.
Yes,
that's
too.
really where I'm at. So
absolutely. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you for any new subscribers we have.
Yes, but I'm talking about Ramadan. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
No, I'm all set. I'm ready. Bring it.
I'm ready, and inshallah, hopefully, God willing, we'll do updates. Ramadan updates.
Yeah, Ramadan updates.
Yeah.
Like how's week 1 going? How's week 2 going? Like I just think it's great. Like I would have loved to. You know what I think we should do for Ramadan?
What?
I think we should do like a weekly check-in, and I'm gonna do it on Instagram where you like tell me.
Let's see.
She's gonna do it on Instagram.
I'm not doing anything. You're like, I'm gonna do it on Instagram, and then you end up doing nothing.
No, I did a poll the last time I said I was gonna do a poll. She's such a freaking hater.
I'm not a hater.
She's such a hater and like a slave driver, and it's too much already.
My God.
Okay, but I want to do some sort of check-in.
Yes, we're gonna check in
We'll
with you
figure it
guys. We're gonna probably be remote because it's Ramadan, and nobody has time for that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Are you gonna put that away?
I will do my best.
Yeah, I will do my best too, but
yeah.
Let's be real. I mean, I can't. Like, I'm gonna try, but it's.
I'm not gonna talk. I will address it when I get there.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't tell you what I'm gonna do at my final destination until I arrive. So that's my destination. I will let you know what happens when I arrive.
So we're gonna check in with you guys during Ramadan.
We're gonna check in with you guys during Ramadan. We're still gonna be pushing out episodes once a week, the same schedule we are now.
Inshallah.
I want to do something on Instagram where we check in and maybe get some engagement from you folks. You tell me how you're feeling, what you're doing, any awesome habits you picked up in Ramadan, any bad habits you dropped in Ramadan.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because I think that would be really nice. You know, they say it takes 21 days to form a new habit. Or 21 days to drop a habit. So maybe.
So that's cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll keep tabs on you.
Yes, that's originally that's the thought I had before she cut me off last time. That was it.
But anyway, Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. That's what you get for calling me a slave driver. Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. Inshallah, you have a wonderful Ramadan with your family and friends.
Yes, and may it be full of joy and blessings.
Inshallah.
And I really hope and pray that just God showers all of us with like his mercy during this month. In light of what's going on in the world, like I really hope this month brings some peace and some mercy, just like for the whole human population.
Inshallah.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, I don't want to sing that stupid song again.
Subscribe and have a wonderful day.